Go!
Hey everyone, welcome back to some more Quest for Glory 2. And for this episode, we will be doing more grinding, as per usual. But to uh, make it a bit more exciting, we will be capturing another elemental.
So it's not gonna be just harassing brown people this episode?
No. We're going to be harassing scorpions, ghouls, and jackalmen. But
I'm
we have
sorry,
to take our...
shouldn't it be jackal people?
If you want to be politically correct about it, I guess. Sure.
Mm-hmm. Let's honor Trudeau's legacy. He's gone but not forgotten. He will live in our hearts. We'll remember those glorious times he went partying
We went on
in
vacation
blackface.
every day.
Yeah, those days where he went partying in blackface.
Well, to be fair, the few times that he did it, it would fit with this game setting, so. But I've started up my second semester for school, and
Do you think Do you think this sequence would be better with an Ennio Morricone? Ennio Morricone's soundtrack.
Who's that?
He made the soundtrack for The Thing.
Oh, so just dump 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 dump.
That's true. Yes.
I don't know. I always pictured the dump dump to be more for the cold environment. But I don't know. What was the song that you were thinking of?
That one actually, because like it's nighttime, the color scheme kind of matches.
Yeah, it's too bad we're in a desert.
I maintain my argument.
Alright, well. Oh, we got another ghoul. So it looks like we're going to fulfill our quota of ghoul claws as well. But anyway, so second semester of school, and so far I got some mixed feelings on it. For our programming classes, we're actually programming, so that's much better than my previous programming class, where they decided that using AI was the best way to teach. Spoiler, it was not. Although the downside is that one of the classes is excruciatingly boring.
Abdallah bin Tair. I was actually expecting his name to be a pun of some sort.
Yeah, not everybody can have a pun name, unfortunately. And also, I misspelt reverse. There we go, reverse all. That's the spell.
What does it do?
Basically, it's a spell where if you're targeted by a magic spell, it bounces off of you. So really, if you're just casting it over and over again like I am, you just make it last longer. So that's what I'm doing. I'm just casting it over and over again, because even though you don't really need to use this spell, it makes the end game a little bit easier. But since we're out of magic, it is time to pick our nose. It's too bad real life isn't like this, where you could just pick your nose and get smarter.
Well, you can make a career as a politician out of that.
Picking your nose.
Yeah, it's about as much. It's about as much action most of them have in their day lives.
Um, I mean, I guess.
Most of what the hardest thing to they do in their during the day actually. That would be more to explain myself better.
Yeah, maybe you should be picking your nose more. Be able to get your sentences straight.
I already do English good, okay?
Uh,
But, and who are you to talk? You're not if you're how many languages how many other languages do you speak?
uh,
Monolingual peasant.
well, I'm currently learning Japanese. Very slowly, but steadily.
Very slowly. I'll see. I'll just wait 10 years. I'll show you.
Hey, in 10 years, I might have myself a nice Japanese waifu. You never know.
That I took from the airport. Luckily, she doesn't speak English, so the authorities haven't asked too much.
Uh, yeah, it's a slow and steady process, making my way to Japan, but hopefully, I can get things, done soon.
Mhm.
Also, would you count programming, as um, like learning a whole language in and of itself?
Mm, I don't know. I would count more as like a test for uh, a way to understand autism. Could probably be classified as a language in that way. You understand the autistic mind by learning programming.
Yeah, I have sort of explained to people that when it comes to programming, uh, essentially you're dealing with like a severely autistic person where they're able to do calculations at lightning speed, but you have to be extremely specific as to what you're doing or telling them, or else they'll just completely misinterpret what you're saying. Let's see. Bargain for mana pills. And let's see. I guess we don't need anything else. Alright. Cool. Oh my god. 376 dinars. Jesus Christ. I need to offload all this money somehow. Man, could you imagine if I actually did the thieving stuff in this game as well? And just got even more money? Goke?
I can.
Okay.
Yeah. I just I don't know why you find that such a perplexing scenario.
Well, I don't know. I guess it's just one of those things where I guess I'm weird when it comes to RPGs, but I do kind of try and play it as quote intended unquote, you know? where if you actually rob people, that's like I try to avoid that, if only because it's a bad deed, so to speak. And even though you're not actually harming any real people, and there's a lot of incentive to do it, yeah, I guess it's like a roleplay thing.
Damn it, this woman is gonna have dinner ready on time, even if it's the last thing you do in the game, right?
Hopefully. I don't know. I guess it's just one of those things where whenever I hear that people in like the Elder Scrolls games, for example, it's like, oh yeah, steal everything that isn't nailed down. Or here's the few areas in the game where you can steal stuff and not get penalized for it. And I'm just always like, nah, but you're still stealing. That's bad. You shouldn't do that.
Let's see.
Hey man, if we don't follow the rules, the whole of society will fall apart.
Well, it's doing already a pretty damn good job by itself.
Well, that's because the politicians don't follow by the rules. So there you go. My point still stands. Yeah, you don't have
Wow, that was
anything to say
fast.
about that, now do you?
Hmm? You can say you have to take your victors wherever you can, so.
Alright. Yeah, I think when it comes to the fights with Uhura, it's either if you run out of stamina, or if you get enough hits on her. And I guess I got enough hits on her, so. And I guess we're just gonna cast Reversal a billion times. So we'll be experts with this shit. And I really gotta play Quest for Glory 5. I've only played like a little bit of it, and for the most part I have enjoyed it, but the one thing that kind of irked me was that I basically did one lap around the town, and it took more than a day to do that in-game. So it was kind of like going through Shapir on foot. It was annoying. How
I
about
remember
you?
some time ago, people were mentioning some weird comments Elon Musk made on social media. Well,
Well, that's usually par for the course with him, but what was the extra weird thing, I guess?
he was talking about GTA games. I think it was in the context of GTA games. I was like, oh, I don't like playing games where you kill police and that kind of stuff, and it feels weird. It's like, what? Like, basically, he doesn't like playing games where he plays a criminal. But people found it really odd because, like, dude, it's just a play pretend thing. Why are you so touchy about it?
Yeah, so like in that sense, like if the idea is that you're playing a villain, it's like, okay, that's fine. I don't care. But if it's like an RPG where it's a choice between doing good and doing bad, like I'll usually choose good just because that's just kind of like how I want to be, you know? So, I don't know. I guess I also feel bad when everyone around me is like, "Oh, we thought you were better than that," and it turns out I failed them.
That's why I never fail people. They never expect better of me.
I thought you were gonna say people never. Oh, hey, we gave him back the purse, so we got 50 dinars for that. Because obviously we need more fucking money.
Wait a minute, Cat wants to come in.
Okay. gives us a little nod shake to let us know that he is indeed talking about us.
Shake it, baby. Yeah.
Let's see. So what was the thing about a Path of Exile that Elon Musk was going on about? Because I just saw like I didn't watch the video, but I saw like a thumbnail of Path of Exile 2 with Elon Musk's face over it saying he lied about something.
A pathetic display of thin skin. That's what it was.
On whose end?
Uh,
Because I know
people
that
come.
Elon Musk doesn't exactly have thick skin, but
Yeah. People were commenting that his gameplay of Path of Exile was weird, and because he was playing a high-level character, but his decisions didn't make much sense. But so people start theorizing that he pays people to play Path of Exile for him to get his character to high levels, which honestly, if he had actually admitted it, wouldn't be such a problem, because the guy runs half a dozen companies, and he's sending space rockets into space. Like, nobody expects him to have the time to play Path of Exile for 10 hours a day or something. So
honestly, I was kind of surprised that he even played video games whatsoever, because I just assumed he was busy with running companies and shit.
uh, well, he's a massive autist, so, well, not a massive autist. He's probably a high functioning autist.
No, he's a massive autist. I mean, he's like, you have to keep in mind he tried naming his child a math equation, and even the government was like, no, that's too stupid.
But here's the thing. And then Osmongold made a go away, cat. Asmongold made a video reacting to it and just commenting about. I think he sent a message to Elon Musk asking for clarifications, that kind of stuff. Basically, trying to get an answer out of him. And Elon Musk reacted in the worst way possible about it, because Asmongold sent a message to him, and he made a comment about his editors. And I guess in Elon's mind, he thought that editors meant like public publishing editors,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And instead of like the guys who just edit his videos, his streams. So, and then he leaked the messages on Twitter, which was an extreme poor decision, because it just made him look, first of all, like an asshole, because leaking messages is a very asshole move. And second, like an extremely petty person, because, I mean, he should have just owned up to it. Yeah, like he should have just, yeah, I pay people to grind this character for me because I'm busy sending rockets into space. Like, that would be a pretty Chad answer. But instead, he just like tried to deflect and threw Osmongold under the bus, like, and just made him. He just ended up making himself look terrible.
Which is kind of surprising because, you don't have to do much to make Asmongold look bad. I mean, the guy lives in a dump, so. But even then, um, yeah, that is a very strange situation. I don't know. I guess I personally am of the idea that, if you're gonna play a game, just do it yourself. Like, there's no reason to pay people to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the idea is that he just wants to enjoy the high level content, But like, okay, man, you could just admit it. You could just say, yeah, I pay people to grind this character because I'm busy for the rest of the day. I can't spend 10 hours a day playing this crap. So like it's every it would have been like had he been honest instead of overreact and try to deflect, it would look much better on him.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so now that there's an earth elemental running around, and it turns out that he's just kind of wandering the streets, and we've learned that earth elementals are weak against fire, and we have heard that Rakish has a magical flaming sword, so we're gonna ask him for it. And here
Rakish,
we
are
are.
you flaming?
Yep.
I'm flaming in a manly way.
Look, just because those thoughts go through your mind doesn't mean it goes through the paladins, alright?
I don't know what you're talking about. We're talking about his flaming sword, right?
Yeah, where the power of the flame comes from him.
Mhm. So yeah, what do you have in mind, you degenerate?
Oh, hey, we found the earth elemental. Now, we would need the sword if we were a warrior, but since we're a magic user, we can just cast fire over and over again. And a boop. And one more should do it. And then I spend the next 10 minutes trying to figure out how to capture the earth elemental.
Plant a bonsai in it.
No, 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 no. I mean, you're not too far off as to what we have to do with the earth elemental, but uh, the problem
Piss on
is...
his
Hmm?
piss on his crumbles. Humiliate him. Teabag the earth elemental.
So the point is that we have the cloth bag, which we've been told is used for carrying around sand and dirt. So it's like, okay, we use the bag on the elemental, and then the game is like, I don't know how to do that, and it's like, what do you mean you don't know how to do that? It's like literally the easiest thing out of all the elemental shit. You just fucking scoop it in. So I'm basically trying every single fucking combination of words I can think of to try and get the earth elemental in the goddamn bag.
This game was made by people who never touched grass.
uh, well, to be fair, we're in a desert in a stone town, so I can't imagine there's much grass around. And I think the sad thing is that you are put on a bit of a time limit to do this because if you don't take that put the or capture the earth elemental fast enough, then he comes back. Though I do think the time limit is very generous. So, all right, we don't need to use scoop. So get earth elemental. There we go. That was the word that we needed.
You just gotta go more retarded.
But anyway, we did it. Huzzah. And we didn't even need to use the sword. So we might as well give it back.
Big word make game head hurt.
Yeah, that was actually one of the things in my classes is that it's the technical writing class that we've been taking that we have to essentially we're being taught to write for very, very, very stupid people. Because, like, I write out a paragraph, and it's like a part of the curriculum is make sure that this is readable for those of grade 8 and younger. So, 13-year-olds. And it's kind of like, uh, my talents are wasted.
I had to do when in college. I have to do some internship that involved dealing with like high school students. Well, and it was a problem that oftentimes they just did not understand what I said. Like the words I used, they just did not understand.
Uh, were you speaking the same language, or were you doing like a different language teaching?
No, same language.
Okay, that is very unfortunate then. Because I don't know, even by like context clues, even if I've never heard of a word, I can basically be like, oh, that's probably what it means.
But again, it's not unusual that I'm trying to explain some concept to someone my age and they don't understand it either.
Well,
Like
in cases like
it,
that, that's just because they're retarded, so you can't really help too much with that.
it's that situation where like you're dealing with a person that is very much not used to thinking about those concepts at all. So whatever you try to explain to them, they're just gonna to assimilate to the most basic interpretation possible. That oftentimes has nothing to do with what we were talking about. Like I was trying to explain like what was this the meaning of this of the word God is dead from Nietzsche to someone I work with, and then she came up with like a yeah, like the Romans used to do this and this, like that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
Yes, Nietzsche, the famous Roman philosopher.
Hmm.
You can
Yeah,
tell by his
it's
last name.
hmm famous Roman name. But yeah, it's the case. Like sometimes you're trying to explain a concept to a person, and it's just something that is so alien to them. Like that line of thinking is so alien to them that they cannot do anything besides make their make a connection to something that is completely unrelated but sounds connected to them.
Hmm. Yeah, there was a time where I came back from my trip from Japan, and I was telling one of my work buddies like about the trip, and I was just sort of like, oh yeah, so in Japan they do things this way and that way, and just giving some fun facts. And his fun fact to give back to me about Japan was that they like to drink sake, and he knew that because he watched The Last Samurai.
Thanks, buddy. You just blew our minds with that information.
All right, so the dervish had a message for us about a man seeking trouble in the desert. So we have to ask him about the 5 W's.
There are 5 now?
Yeah, we have to ask about the who, what, where, when, and why.
Oh, I thought it was like the. I thought George Bush had learned how to multiply by mitosis.
But anyway, he told us exactly where we needed to go. To...
W has learned. W has learned to reproduce asexually.
But, unfortunately, I don't... Yeah, we don't have enough time in this video to deal with the troubled man in the desert, but we probably will have enough time. Maybe okay, probably not. We're going in the wrong direction. I was gonna say maybe we would have time to help out the tree woman, but guess not. But I guess for here, we shall end the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time. Have a nice night.
Bye bye.